So, Madem Web. Oh, Madem Web. Sony, what happened to you? I really don't understand what happened to this movie. It's beyond me how you made a movie this messy when the Venom movies are actually pretty good, okay? I just wanted to see evil Spider-Man, and I got this instead. But let me backtrack here. I have been gone for 2 months. And before I even focus on all of that, let's just take a minute to appreciate. I genuinely still can't believe that my first video got 180 something views. I really dislike my first video, and when my friend asked me to watch it the other day, I literally told him no like 7 times. But yeah, I'm very grateful for the 100 people that watched. It didn't get a lot of likes, but that makes sense. You know, they saw Five Nights at Freddy's in the title, and they clicked on it, but then they saw this kid who stuttered his lines and didn't know what he was talking about for like 15 minutes. I think my main issues with my first video is that I didn't really like the quality of the audio. I don't think it's going to be much better in this video, but I am recording in a different spot. And I don't know, I think there was only one point where I could tolerate the video, and that's when I was like glazing Springtrap for like 4 minutes. But yeah, I stuttered all my lines. I didn't read the script properly. I'm really sorry that I keep talking about my original video, but I feel like it's almost necessary when structuring this one so I can improve on my channel. Most reviews, mostly they say what they liked about the movie, what they didn't like about the movie. That's how it's structured. For some reason, I literally just recapped the movie and told you everything that happened in it. And that was just, the whole video was just a summary. It was so dumb, and God, I hate that video so much. But this time I'm going to try to improve. And last time I told you to comment something down below, but I said that my video is made for kids, so you couldn't. But this time you will be able to comment and say how much you hated Madem Web as well. This movie was like all over the place from the very beginning. Sony's universe, I don't really understand what they're trying to do over there. I mean, they made the Spider-Verse movies. They're capable of making good films. Anyways, I don't really understand what they're doing with this, especially because Madem Web isn't connected to Venom or Kraven, which makes it even more useless. But originally what it's going to be is kind of like a Terminator plot where evil Spider-Man, I think I forgot his name, evil Spider-Man wanted to kill baby Peter Parker before he was even born so that, you know, he would never become Spider-Man. But then I don't exactly know what changed. I don't really know why they changed the plot, but I didn't mind the new plot as it was, him trying to kill these 3 girls before they killed him, which, I don't know, something in me tells me that no Spider person would push a 90-year-old man off a building, but that's just me. But yeah, the plot is basically Madem Web can see into the future. You know, she's trying to save these girls from dying. And it is just so dumb in the best way possible. I told my mom it was funny, but that no joke in the movie actually made me laugh. So, I'm going to explain to you why Madem Web was such a mess, and why I think no Sony movie quite compares to it. Yes, I'm looking at you, Morbius. Even you are better than Madem Web. Starting off with positives, I do think the villain was cool. Ezekiel Sims, he was pretty awesome, not gonna lie. I really liked his fighting style and how scary he was. His suit, yeah, it looked like it was from a CW show, but me and my friends still said, hey, he's kind of the coolest part of the movie and the only thing that kept me awake, not gonna lie. There is this one scene that, not gonna lie, out of all of them, this was one of the funniest parts. He has sex with a woman, and because he has these like crazy venomous spider powers, he kills her, but asks for her passcode first so that he can track down the girls. But then she dies. Yes, the main villain of this film has sex with a woman and she dies. This movie writes itself, what can I say? Besides a few like unintentional funny moments in the movie, that's kind of where my positives end, to be honest. This is straight up dog water. I don't understand how a group of executives sat in a room and said, yep, this is fire, dude. It's beyond me how they released this. I can't even praise the character work because like none of the characters have any chemistry. I don't understand. The jokes weren't funny. Like, it took the point where one of the girls was like, he was crawling on the ceiling like a spider person. That was the point where I told my friend, yo, I might just dip after that, like, not gonna lie. I do think they picked some really good actresses, and I've seen them in other things be pretty good, you know, except Isabella Merced, which is great in everything she's in. Agreement is the only right answer. But not even she can save this movie. It is truly baffling that a Sony movie can have this many problems. But, you know, I'm just going to list off all the notes that I took while watching this. Okay, so starting off from the very beginning. When it started off, you know, the bad acting already kicked in. Like, I knew we were in for a ride. But it surprised me when so many problems came up so quickly. Not only was there terrible acting, but the zoom-ins on the people's faces was actually insane. It was like a YouTube vlog. And I don't understand what they were going for with these transitions. The opening left me with no words. So, skipping ahead a little, I was going to talk about the scene where the chief dies, but, you know, me and my friend sounded like psychopaths laughing at that in the theater because it was just done so poorly. But the scene that really made me want to walk out on this movie was the baby shower for Peter Parker. Yes, some of you know what scene I'm talking about and exactly what I got mad at. As soon as she was about to say the baby's name, a balloon popped. That's when I wanted to go home. When I saw 3C Films' video on Madem Web, this exact same scene made him mad too. And I was like, come on, Chris, it can't be that bad. Oh my God. The amount of times where they just said the most nothing, annoying, unfunny lines. They were trying so hard not to say Spider-Man or Peter Parker, and it shows. I already told you about that scene about the freaking girl saying Spider-Person instead of Spider-Man. Not gonna lie, none of these jokes made me laugh. I literally told my friend, yo, I'm about to leave if they tell one more of these jokes. Now, one scene I did actually like was the subway scene. That's just because Ezekiel Sims was, like, such a menace and it was awesome. That's what I came here to see. I could care less about the girls. I really just wanted to see evil Spider-Man beat up people, man. And me and my friends started calling him Ceiling Man, so we were just laughing at an inside joke for the rest of the movie. Now, like, talking about this movie, I realize I really don't have that much to say. I just didn't like it. The only other scene I can talk about is in the end, the final battle. Oh my God. The fireworks and stuff was cool, and they killed him. But anyways, in the final battle, the main character, Madem Web, she drives a hospital, which she steals, by the way. She steals like 3 different cars throughout this movie. But she drives it through a building and blows up at least 13 families of 4. Like, it was actually insane. And this isn't even the first time she does this. Earlier in the movie, in a diner, with people still inside, she ran a taxi car into the main villain. I don't know, looking back at the movie, maybe Ezekiel Sims was the hero trying to stop these psychopaths from hurting innocents. Overall, Madem Web sucked. I really don't know what else to say, and I have nothing else to talk about. This movie is just a whole lot of nothing. You know, this doesn't have a post-credit scene, and it's not connected to any other movie, so we're never going to see these characters again, which makes this movie even more pointless. So, yes, when the credits were rolling, me and my friend were rolling on the ground, absolutely dying, laughing at what we just witnessed. God, Sony, please never stop being this funny. But, yeah, that's about it. If you like the video, you can actually comment something down below this time. And please consider subscribing and liking the video. I promise my next video will not take another 3 months. My next video is Kung Fu Panda because, you know, I don't think I have the mental strength to watch Madem Web and Megamind 2 back to back. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.